Good afternoon, everybody. This is V from Q Kitchen and Beyond, and this is actually going to be one of my very first ShedWars videos. And you're like, what are you showing us? A big bucket of poop? No, it smells like it though. You see all that? That's actually my version of David the Good's Fetid swamp water. Now, I say my version because you see all that right there? That is literally dried up worm castings that I added to my compost brew. So it's like supercharged. And how would one do this? Well, it's simple. You take your compost, things you'd usually throw in the compost, and you put it in a bucket. And then you add some good water. And I say good water because we have city water here, and so I have to let it sit out for a good 3 to 4 days to dissipate some of the chemicals and such in it. And then I add it to my bucket of compost. Now, this is a little different because this actually has a gallon of dried worm castings. No worms were harmed in the making of this video. I take my worms very seriously, so I assure you there were no worms in the worm castings when I harvested them. So there's a gallon of, probably about a gallon and a half of dried worm castings. And then I put all the compost for the week in the bucket. And then I added from out of this bucket here, I added the water that had been, actually this water had been boiled before I put it in there. This is what my girls call my swamp stew. It's Dave's Fetid swamp water, or my version of Dave's Fetid swamp water, and I'll put the link below as to how he does this. I've actually been doing this for years because of David the Good. It's all his fault. He's got all kinds of great stuff there, and like I said, I'll link the video for his Fetid swamp water down below in the description. But I just put my compost into the bucket, and it was on top of, like I said, a gallon of my dried worm castings, and I added the water, of course, and now we let it just sit. Now, if you're in the South and you have mosquitoes, you're gonna want to cover that. We here in Washington do not have the mosquito issue, and even though it's just the start of spring, we still do not have the mosquito issue. So I don't cover mine. Now, if you want to make sure that your water doesn't evaporate that fast, then cover it. I just choose not to cover mine. So it's just a personal choice. It does better if you do cover it, but whatever. And then I will use 1 part of this to, and by 1 part, I mean like 1/8 of a cup of this strained into a 1 gallon of regular spring water that's not treated with this, because this is some very strong stuff. Ew, look at my fingernails. Anyways, this is some very strong stuff. So you do not want to put this on your seedlings or your plants without it being, watered down tremendously, or you will kill your plants. Don't ask how I know that. So go ahead and make yourself some Dave's Fetid swamp water and add it as a fertilizer. Do not do this inside. Your inside people will not like you very much. This is, like I said, even with it watered down to like 1/8 cup of water to 1 gallon of spring water, it's still very strong and stinky. So don't do that if you're going to be watering inside and keeping it inside, because you'll be having to live outside. That's all I have to say about that. So y'all have a great day and get growing. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.